Hello, I am so excited to connect with y'all today. I have a story for you. So, I have been in massive contemplation, thinking about life, about energy, about why we act the way we do, about how we attract the things we desire, about ways to really turn up my own vibration, to really manifest big, wild dreams. I love seeing so many of you jump on. Tell me hello. I love to hear where you're watching from. And you know what, let's just make this an activation portal. If there's something you're wanting to manifest, drop it in the chat with me and let's get this going. So, as you can see, there is a beautiful, beautiful view right behind me. And this was a manifestation of mine. Waking up to this beautiful ocean view, and I have so much gratitude. I almost get emotional thinking about it because this has been, hi Kim, this has been such a dream for me. And it's still a dream. And I was sitting out and just feeling the sun on my skin and the ocean breeze. And I was just having a moment of gratitude. And I don't know if those of you know, but there is big transition in my life right now. Hi from Nevada. Hey, Noelle. And I wanted to share with you a little bit of the backstory of what's happening in my life, of what's really been a pivotal thing in helping me to manifest big wild dreams. So drop me some emojis if you want to manifest big wild dreams this year. If you're like done sitting on the sidelines, done watching other people claim their dreams, and you want to get in the circle. You want to get in the circle, you want to claim your dreams, you want to unlock your potential, let me know. Okay? Because I have unlocked something. And I've unlocked it inside of me. I've unlocked it inside of many of my clients. And it is something spectacular. And I want to share it with you. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Keep listening. I love seeing all these emojis. Yes. Keep listening because I have something special for you. So I have learned that there is an infinite field. There is an infinite field of possibilities, the quantum field. Michael! There's infinite field of possibilities, the quantum field. And when you understand how to pull dreams, pull frequency, pull vibrations from the quantum field, you unlock and activate something wild inside of you, and your dreams will just begin to manifest. Now, there's some nuances and there's some caveats here, and I want to just share a little bit about this with you. So if you've read my book, Quantum Vibes, which one is it? I think it's Quantum Tool number 2, Connect to the Quantum Field. There is a whole quantum tool about connecting to the quantum field because this is one of the most underutilized tools when it comes to manifesting, and I am on a mission to change that. And so there is a process. There is an energy field that is available to each and every single one of us. And when you know how to plug into it, the game changes. Okay? So how many of you have heard my TedX talk? Have you heard my TedX talk? I just checked. It's about 50,000 shy of reaching 3 million people. Meg! It's about 50,000 shy of reaching 3 million people. And I am so excited. And that talk has caught on like wildfire. It's all organic and it's grown and grown and grown. And it's grown because I talk about the quantum physics and how we are a vibration. And I'm really a woman on a mission to make this conversation mainstream because it's so potent and it's so exciting. And I want to just share a story with you of an example of how I've truly been able to manifest I know 3 million, it's so exciting. How I've really been able to manifest so many big wild dreams from understanding vibrations, understanding how to plug into the quantum field, understanding quantum energetics. So I am teaching a free masterclass on this, and if you want to join the free masterclass, type in vibrations. If you're with me live, I might need you to drop that in my DM. If you're watching the replay, just say the word vibrations in the chat, and I'll make sure that you have the link to join it. It's one of the most potent masterclasses I've ever delivered, and it's going to be free. Now, I want to tell you a story, and then I'm going to talk more about quantum energetics in just a moment. Woo! So, I love all the vibrations. Now remember, if you're live with me, I'm not going to be able to see the vibrations after. So if you could just, as soon as we're done with the live stream, drop it in my DMs. And then if you're watching this on the replay, vibrations in the chat, and we'll get it to you. This makes me so happy seeing all these comments. Okay, so how many of you want like a sanctuary, want a home that like lights your soul up in the best of ways? You want to feel excited, you want to feel really proud of where you live, you want to feel like this is home to me. And you can see I've had that in an epic way for the last 4 years. It is almost 4 years that I've had the privilege and the honor and the pleasure to wake up to this ocean view. Quantum vibrations, let me just tell you about it. So I've also had the desire to own my home. Who else desires to own their home? And I wanted to own something, but I'm like, I can't go from this to like, not this. You know, like the idea is to keep expanding, to keep getting bigger, to keep getting better. And so I would go and I would look at the housing market, and it would be quite depressing, to be honest. Like a big budget in Laguna Beach, California does not go very far. And so I began to look, and I kind of started to get like a little discouraged, and I was like, I'm just so happy here. I'm going to ride this out. And you know, does it make sense? Not necessarily, but some of the most like from a practical point of view, not necessarily, but some of the most exciting things I've done, they didn't make sense either. And I've learned to follow my heart, and I've learned to follow the vibration of what I'm desiring and what I'm creating. And so I've just been living here, being okay in the unknown, and just being filled with so much gratitude for this beautiful, epic space, steps from the beach in a town that I vibe with and that I love. And I started to have the desire again to just learn the market, to find a new home. And so I didn't really think I was going to, excuse me, I didn't really think I was going to be buying anything right away, but I wanted to learn the market. And a friend connected me with an agent, and this agent was amazing, and she was persistent, to be honest, like persistent in getting me out to look, because I was like, no, I've got 8 million other things to do. And she was persistent. And so we go and we start looking, and I'm looking around, and I'm not seeing anything that feels like a step up from where I am. So I'm just like, no, thank you. So I get this intuitive hit. How many of you have ever gotten an intuitive hit? Drop me a hand if you feel like you've gotten an intuitive hit, a nudge, a knowing, a gut feeling. Because the more we can start to pay attention to these, and the more that we can begin to become aware of them, the more rich and meaningful life gets. I got this gut feeling, and it was like, look in town A, which is a town right near here. And it's, literally like a few miles away. And so I messaged her, and I said, I kind of want to explore this other town. And she said, okay, great. Within 24 hours, she messaged me this beautiful photo, and she said, hey, I have a pocket listing. If you don't know what a pocket listing is, it's before the house is on the market. And she said, do you want to see it? It'd have to be like, in a day or two. And I was like, absolutely. And so we made a time for me to see it. And I'm driving over there, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not going to live here, but I just might as well see like what these nearby towns have to offer. And y'all, something wild happened. As I'm pulling up, I'm going over the hill, and these palm trees kind of come out, and I look over the horizon, and it's like, it was so gorgeous. It was stunning, very selling sunset. It was stunning, and I'm like, whoa, it is. I was like, all of a sudden it was like ocean vibes behind me and mountainous vibes in front of me. And I pull in, and as I'm pulling up to the house, I start to have just a feeling. And as I get up to the house, oh my gosh, there was a tree and grass and yard in the front yard. Felt like I was back in Georgia, and in Georgia it had a beautiful home with a whole acre of land, and I missed like the bigness of that. And so I began to get excited because there was an actual yard and a tree. And I walk into this home, and I go straight back to the backyard, and if you've seen my reels lately, if you've been following along, who's seen this view? Have you seen it? It's the most beautiful saltwater pool with a 360-degree view of like Tuscany vibes. And it is so gorgeous. And I stand there and I'm looking around, and I had a moment. In my book, Quantum Vibes, I call this a quantum moment. And it's when there's an unlocking in you. It's when there's a remembrance. If there's when your soul is telling you something that is so important and so special for you and your journey and your unique soul blueprint. And I had this moment, and I was like, oh my gosh. And my heart started to flutter and tears started streaming down to my face. And I looked around at the real estate agent and I said, how many people have seen this house? And she says, well, you're the first one. And so everything in my body was like, oh my gosh, this is my house. And I'm like, I have to get it before anyone else sees it. And I'm like, okay, so when's the next person coming to see it? And she said, well, gosh, like 7 people have already messaged me to see it. And she hadn't even listed it yet. 7 people have already messaged me to see it, but I'm not going to be able to show it for a couple of days. And I'm literally standing there just in awe at this place. My soul knew. How many of you have had a moment where your soul knew? And were you open, and were you available, and were you listening to it? And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I better go look at this house. If this is going to be my house. And so I go in and I look at the house, and I spend a decent amount of time there, and I leave, and everything in my body is like, I have to make an offer. And so long story short, I called my mortgage broker. I said, I need approval, and I need it in 2 hours. I was like trying to call like my boyfriend and my dad just to tell them, and like no one's answering, and I have to make a decision like so fast. And the next morning I had an offer. And I'm trying to get this offer in with the deadline before anyone else can see this house. At this point, do you know what news I get? They had 30 showings. She had opened it up with her 2-day window to see the house. 30 showings. And I'm like, no. So basically they tell me, like, we're going to just hold on to your offer for a little while. Over the weekend comes, and another offer comes in, and then 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 another offer comes in, and there were 7 offers on this house. And so what did I do? Did I go into panic mode? Did I start freaking out, saying like, oh my God, if I don't get this house, what am I going to do? Nope, because I understand quantum energetics. And I understand how to plug into the quantum field and manifest my dreams to me. And I understand the different components that go into this. And I understand my unique soul blueprint and what that looks like. And so I started implementing the tools that I know how to use, that I'm going to be teaching you, by the way, inside of my Vibrations Masterclass and the Atoms Actualization Activation. Both are coming up. So stay on the lookout and jump in. And I'm plugged in. I'm plugged into the quantum field, and I turn on all my tools. And as you know, you already know, I ended up being the offer that was chosen. Now, of course, there was some negotiation involved. Of course, there was some action on my part, and it was a lot of energetics. And so we just celebrated closing on this home. Go, if you haven't seen my latest reel where I kind of give you a sneak peek into the backyard, go check it out. Let it inspire you. And I want you to think about what dreams are on your heart, and do you understand the energetics of how to hold those dreams in your physical body so that you become an energetic match to them. So I have learned to master this on a lot of levels. And you know what? I believe as long as we're breathing, we're growing. And so I'm still growing with you. Thank you so much for all the congratulations. And yes. And so I am celebrating big wild dreams. I am celebrating the big wild dreams that I've achieved and been able to enjoy. And I'm also celebrating this next new chapter. And in doing that, I want to share with you a lot of what I've learned. And so I've created a free masterclass called Vibrations. And again, if you want to jump into this is going to be one of the most potent masterclasses that I've ever delivered, filled with a ton of value. It's only going to be live for a short amount of time. And I'm going to be giving away a laser one-on-one coaching session with me to someone that's there with me live. So like, if you want to dabble in my world, this is the free masterclass to come to, and you want to make sure that you're there live. So drop Vibrations in the chat if you want the details, and myself or my team will get you this free masterclass. Thank you so much. Now, I want to tell you a little bit more about this process and about about quantum vibrations and quantum energetics, because I shared recently as well in another live here on Instagram how I had a download, I had a knowing, I had a vision that really dropped into my entire being and my entire body, because I'm always asking, how can I teach people how to manifest, and how can I teach people how to come into their own alignment with their unique soul blueprint better and faster and in a way that is just really activating and in alignment. And I was given a gift. I was given a gift from God, from source, from the divine, and I was shown a process. Shown a process that's going to speak to your conscious and your subconscious mind and put you in alignment with who you were meant to be, so that you do become an energetic match, so that you can actualize dreams. And so this vibrations masterclass is the foundation. The foundation of what I'm calling the Adam's actualization activation. And this is a model, a manifestation model. So the vibrations is the foundation. It's the class, and I'm doing it for free. And then that's going to lead into a beautiful conversation. A beautiful conversation that's going to be a 3-hour workshop that I'm going to be teaching right here from this energetic vortex on the ocean. I'm enjoying every second here before I leave. And I'm going to teach it here. And if you want in, if you're like, I already know that I want the Adam's actualization activation because I'm like ready to activate and pull my dreams into my reality, then it's the lowest price that it's ever going to be right now, and that's $222. And what you can do when you jump into the Adam's actualization activation, you can use that $222 toward another one of my programs if you want to. You don't have to. Also, if you join the Quantum Success Leadership Summit, which is a live event, 2-day event that I'm hosting here in Laguna Beach in September for heart-centered leaders, for people that really want to take their mission to the next level and do so in an abundant way. If you buy that now, you get the Adam's Actualization Activation as a bonus at no charge. So if you're on the fence about this event and you think you've been wanting to come to it, then this is the perfect time to buy it. Now, if you just are like, Suzanne, I want to learn more from you, but I want the free class first, then that's where you just jump into the Vibrations Masterclass. So all of this is building and pointing toward quantum success. All of this is really taking quantum energetics and making it layman so that you become magnetic to truly pull your dreams to your desires. And the Adam's Actualization Activation, it's honestly one of the most powerful things I've ever delivered and it's going to be a compilation of the body of work that I've been creating for the last decade. And it's so exciting and it is so expansive. So if you feel inspired by my work, if you feel in any sort of resonance from what I'm saying, if there's something inside of you saying like, this is for me, then let me know. If you're live with me now, I'm going to ask you after the live to drop in my DMs because I'm not going to be able to pull your comments. If you're watching the replay, drop in vibrations if you want the free masterclass link. Drop in A3 or either Adam's Actualization Activation. There's something like so spectacular about typing it in the chat. About typing it out. Adam's Actualization Activation. It feels good just to even say it. So if you want the details for that and you want to jump in while it's at the lowest price it will ever be, then type that in. And if you want details to the Quantum Success Leadership Summit, which is a 2-day event where you're truly going to transcend any limiting beliefs that you have, you're going to turn up your vibration, you're going to connect with an amazing network of people. I know some of you are just saying that you're going. Who is it? Alice. Alice, you'll be there. Yes. So Alice, you'll be there and you'll get the Adam's Actualization Activation. So type in Quantum Success if you'd like the details for the Quantum Success Leadership Summit. We have the most amazing group of humans and I am so excited. I have an all-star cast of speakers that are going to be speaking and it's so epic. So thank you for your energy. Thank you for your presence. I just want you to know that if you have a dream in your heart, it is meant to be yours. It is meant to be yours. And when you can understand the frequency of vibrations and how to use them to work on your behalf, you truly reprogram your mind, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Okay, I'm going to try to, I want to try to take a picture of... of those of you that are asking for this stuff now. Okay, so, Darlene! I just want to say, I am a woman on a mission to help you understand how to manifest your wildest dreams. I am a woman on a mission to activate heart-centered leaders into power, to help you up-level your confidence, to help you get from whatever phase you're at into the next phase that your soul, not your mind, your soul is desiring for you. Because I will tell you this, my soul has dreamed bigger dreams for me than I ever would have dreamed for myself. And understanding that and plugging into my own unique soul blueprint has been one of the best gifts in my life. And that is why in every single thing that I do, whether it's a free class, a paid workshop, a paid program, a retreat, an event, I help to put you in alignment with your unique soul blueprint. And so come join me for the Vibrations Free Masterclass, where we're going to begin to activate dreams so you can actualize them yourself. And we're going to begin to put you in alignment with your unique soul blueprint. If you're feeling like I am so ready for what's next and I cannot wait to understand more about quantum energetics and coming into alignment with my unique soul blueprint because I'm ready to manifest this year, and you want the Atoms Actualization Activation, let me know. If you want to come in person, open your heart, move your body, plug into possibility, and expand with the most epic group of heart-centered leaders that you've ever seen, then you're going to want to be with us in September in Laguna Beach for the Quantum Success Leadership Summit. There is so many exciting things happening in my world, and this is your invitation. This is your nudge. So with that, I'm going to leave it with you. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who's read Quantum Vibes. Thank you to each and every one of you who's watched my TEDx talk. Thank you for being here in my Instagram community. It means so much to me. And I will see y'all soon.